Somewhere down there is Hope, New Jersey. The alpaca farm is somewhere way off in the distance, way over those mountains. It's Philadelphia, 2 hours away. So we've arrived. Here's the famous Diana. We are at the inn at Millrace Pond. This is Hope, New Jersey. Quaint little town here, right over the border of Pennsylvania. And just a nice little creek running through. Up there, across the street, is our accommodation for the night. This is the inn at Millrace Pond. Cute little town here. Kind of antique stores. Different other types of stores nestled in. What's your first impression, Diana?
I like it. It's very cute, very cozy little town.
Before Diana and I went over to the Hidden Brook Ranch to feed the alpacas, we took a stroll around our accommodation for the night, the inn at Millrace Pond. It's always a bonus when your stay has some historical significance, and this place was full of it. Located in northwest New Jersey, in the historic small town of Hope, this former grist mill was built by the Moravians in 1769. We'll get into the history of Hope after our time with the alpacas, but this stay was memorable as we ended up in one of the inn's 17 antique-filled guest rooms. A quick walk around the property will bring you back in time, and if you're looking for things to do around Hope, the property is nestled only 10 minutes east of the Delaware Water Gap and a quick drive to Jenny Jump State Park, both locations which we'll explore in this video. So we're here at the farm. Before that, we heard there's alpacas over there. A couple cute alpacas lying down. Curious creatures. Heard some running water, so you know I like to investigate.
This is Tobia, and Tobia is Shayna's daughter. So this is mom, this is daughter. Daughter's about 4 years old. Oh my goodness. You are piggy, piggy, piggy. And then over here on the end we have Proud Mary.
What do they mainly make out of their fur?
What's that? Mainly?
Very
Very fine products, but it could be anything from socks to gloves, because it's very warm, hats, scarves, very typical, but anything, shawls, sweaters, what's the other thing I recommend? That thing, scarf. Yes. Oh, you got an Irish scarf. Yeah. Oh, here's Stella. And Stella is our llama. And you can see she's bigger. Yeah, and you can see her ears, they curl inward when she looks, see? And that's how you tell a llama. They have longer ears that curl in, look like horns.
Yep, lead by the head.
Okay. And just walk through.
Not too close to the boys. Yep, so alongside her. Come on, Tobia.
Well, see, she sees the boy.
I almost want to bring her out. Yep, she can be a bit bratty.
You got her tail.
She's so funny. She's
Right up
so
there, up the
cute,
road.
though. Good girl. Where are you going? There you go. She looks so cute with it. Oh, she's
No, I'm not going to run, but
running. Oh, here we go. Uh-oh. It's okay. She's scared about my cat. It's a foreign object. Is she good?
She's good. Yeah, I can walk her a little.
Okay.
Want to walk a little?
So she seems to be very interested in Timmy, and I don't know why. So she shouldn't be. For a pregnant female, she should have no interest in the males at all. But she's just an odd bird. Now you got her.
I got her.
Yes. It's like walking into, oh my goodness. All right, Tobia.
Now you want to try?
Yeah.
Toby getting a little excited.
Hold the camera. It's so fun.
So I get a big handful and put the bucket here. Look. And then this is how I got him to eat earlier. This is the third time. He's getting less shy. So maybe one of you could come on over with a little food. He's getting better. No, he's doing his baby. That would be awesome. Oh, that's how close he's gotten before. That's crazy. He may or may not.
All right, so Deanna and I just finished petting the alpacas, hanging out with the alpacas, feeding them. It was more or less just feeding. We fed the alpacas. That was super cool. It was really, really cool. And now we're gearing up for the sunset. We're at Jenny Jump State Forest here in New Jersey. It's absolutely gorgeous around here. Kind of just walking the trails, trying to get a good vantage point at the sunset. You know, right now it's about 5:20, and the sun sets around 6:04 today. We kind of found this little trail actually. As you go walk up the trail, it also talks about all the different plants, which is kind of interesting. But Deanna's changing her shoes. So let's see what type of sunset we can get for you guys. Deanna and I try to always catch the sunset when we travel and go hiking. So I mean, it's pretty beautiful. I don't know if you can see the mountain range over there. The Delaware Water Gap is just that way. So I'm gonna set up my new camera. I've got the new Sony a6400, and we're gonna capture the sunset. And look at the view here. It's a pretty good view. So we'll see if we can do better, but this isn't bad for you guys. Here comes Deanna. What do you think so far?
It's really beautiful here. I love it.
Do you enjoy feeding the alpacas?
Yes. Very cool experience and very informative. I learned a lot of things.
While we're sitting here and watching the sunset in Jenny Jump State Forest in New Jersey, I think it's time for a story. So while we were feeding the alpacas today, the gentleman who was in charge of the Airbnb experience told me the urban legend, the legends surrounding Jenny Jump. And according to myth, according to legend, many people believe it's true. It all has to do with a girl by the name of Jenny. And you see, Jenny was up in the mountains when all of a sudden Native Americans came through this mountain range. And according to myth, her father said, "Jenny, jump." She was picking berries and he felt that she was in danger. Jenny, jump. Well, that's exactly what she did. She jumped, presumably into his arms, but no, she fell to her death. And to this day, supposedly Jenny's soul, you know, Jenny's ghost, is wandering these forests. Kind of scary, kind of creepy, but urban legend, right? One of New Jersey's haunted stories, because New Jersey has a lot of them. But nevertheless, beautiful mountain range, the beautiful state park. Good morning, guys. It's day 2. We're in Hope, New Jersey, out in front of the First Hope Bank. Interestingly enough about the First Hope Bank, this place right here, when the Moravians first came over, they established this as the church. This was the first church here in Hope, New Jersey. And everything from the church was kind of built around the town. As you can see, some historic buildings across the street here. As we make our way down onto this main street over here, there's other additional buildings as well. Hope Township is one of the earliest planned communities in the United States, having been established by the German Moravians in 1769. They knew what they wanted to achieve, which is shown on several early planning maps, which detail streets, homes, wells, businesses, farms, a school, tavern, and a church, which is now the First Hope Bank. Believe it or not, despite its population, Hope, New Jersey was one of the first grid pattern towns in the United States when it was planned back in the 1700s. After a formal survey of the village completed on November 26, 1774, the community was officially accepted by the Moravian Church. The name derives from the hope of immortality of the early Moravian settlers. To this day, the remnants of the Moravian influence is felt throughout the town. A quick visit to the museum, antique stores will bring you face to face with the town's history. So we're heading to the Delaware Water Gap to do some hiking. And the Delaware Water Gap is a prominent, really well-known area of Pennsylvania here. A lot of people from all over the Mid-Atlantic area, particularly New York, Pennsylvania, Jersey, hike at the Delaware Water Gap. And it's a beautiful overlook, so I'll get a nice little view of that. I'm now entering the Delaware Water Gap National Recreational Park. What the Delaware Water Gap is, it's actually where the Delaware River cuts through the Appalachian Mountains. Pretty much on the other side of the Delaware is New Jersey. On this side we are in Pennsylvania. So walking up to the overlook pass right now. The Appalachian Mountains do go through Pennsylvania. It's a famous mountain range known for the Appalachian Trail. Mostly the Delaware Water Gap is known for fishing, hiking, recreational activities. Great for hiking, which is what we're here today to do. So you guys get kind of more of a view of the surrounding area here. Should we climb up that? Should we climb up it?
I don't know if we're allowed to.
I don't know
It's kind of dangerous.
I don't think we can.
The exit toward Way Station.
Here's a little boat ramp down to the Delaware River. And across the river are train tracks. In a previous episode, I actually profiled Williamsport, which is known for the home of the Lily World Series. It also, back in the 1800s, was known for its lumber. It was the lumber capital of the world back then. And they'd bring lumber right along here, along these exact train tracks, alongside the Delaware, into Philadelphia, you know, into other small bustling towns back in the 1800s, especially the late 19th century. So it's kind of a cool piece of history here, and this train track just runs all the way along the Delaware from town to town to town, and back in the day they would drop off lumber. It looks like the sun's starting to come up. Deanna and I are looking for a place to hike.
It's beautiful here.
It's very beautiful here. And I imagine even being more beautiful in the spring or summertime.
Fall.
But then again, we're lucky it's like 45 degrees out. So we're walking over to the trail, taking the red dot trail up the top of Tammany Mountain to get kind of a nice little peak view of the Delaware Water Gap. Everyone else is also walking the same way. Unfortunately, but fortunately, because it's very popular, there's no parking over by Tammany, so we have to walk across under the little underpass, which could be a little dicey, but we have nothing else to do today, so
Let's explore.
Let's do it. So we've arrived at the Mount Tammany Trail, the Red Line Trail, and it's supposedly really steep, about 1 mile straight up, with a really nice view of the Delaware Water Gap. It's like we're like hiking up the Andes Mountains right now to Machu Picchu. Or somewhere random like that. Could have used my all the llama alpaca fur yesterday. Put that on for this hike. Actually really keep me warm right now. So one thing that strikes me about this trail is just how well maintained it is. I mean, you guys can see, this is one of the more prominent crowded hiking trails, even though there aren't many people out here right now. But there's just rocks everywhere. And there's supposedly a really good view at the top. Especially for this. This is high altitude hiking here. On a rocky terrain, this is good for us. I see the moss growing on these rocks. And the trees start changing as you go up.
It's amazing.
There's families out here. There's individual solo hikers. And look how the trees are changing, yeah. This is a 1,200-foot hike. And when you're at the base of this mountain, you don't see these trees, but they have been changing. And the moss that goes with it, the sun's hitting the moss here. This hike is ridiculously steep. This is nuts. It's beautiful though, how the sun's hitting the trees. And the trees are changing up here. And we haven't seen green. You know, it's March now. Yeah, but even probably since like October, when the leaves started to change. November. But you come up in the mountains of the Appalachian and you have these pine trees, whatever they are. Yeah. You can smell them there, you're right. Sometimes it's good just to disconnect, be out in nature. And we're lucky in the state of Pennsylvania, there's so many great hiking options around. Now this is actually New Jersey right now, so you gotta give credit to Jersey where credit's due. So we're taking a quick breather. Oh. I'm struggling right now. It's not that easy.
Steep, yeah.
It's pretty steep. Is it as steep as the Berkshires?
Maybe steeper, yeah.
Could be steeper. Yeah. Oh man, but those kids are over there. Look like they're kicking ass. They're not tired. I'm tired.
Kids have
27.
so much energy.
You gotta smile.
Beautiful here, look at it.
Take your mask off.
Just put it back on. It's beautiful.
And Deanna made a very good point just a second ago. She said,
Yeah, wait and see what's gonna wait for us up at the top.
yeah, if the view's this good here halfway to the hike, how good can it be at the top? Which is exactly right. It's kind of a highway of rocks here. There's people like going up and down. There's some running water up here. Stream feeding right into the mouth of the Delaware, or right into the Delaware, rather. It's peaceful, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Here comes an intense cross-country runner running up this trail. That's really impressive. I'm gonna keep the camera rolling to get footage of this guy. Hats off to him. That's pretty impressive. Pretend like I'm filming you, but we'll turn the camera over.
It's amazing. It's impressive.
Yeah.
Getting warmer.
It's getting warmer.
Yeah.
Actually, as
As we
the
get
sun
up.
gets closer to the top. The guy's wearing a shirt that says New Jersey Trail Series on it, which makes me think that he's a trail runner. That's intense. You see his running shoes? It's almost like a hybrid running shoe, hiking shoe. Definitely not what I'm wearing right now. So as we get higher and higher up, I'm telling you, we're getting high up. As you can see, with the Poconos way over there. I'm assuming, like, we're in the Appalachian Trail, just peaks, Blue Mountains, Poconos, going through. The cool thing about hiking is that you're always in the present. With hiking, you can't think about anything else. Your job, whatever it may be, you know, something stressful in your life. You just gotta watch where you're going, one foot at a time. It's kind of relaxing. Being out in nature, hiking, keeps your mind off of everything. Actually, the little kid is crushing it right now. There's our cars parked all the way down there. Yeah, that's where we walked. overlooking the entire Delaware Water Gap. That's the great state of Pennsylvania. We're in New Jersey. Deanna, you made it.
We made it, yeah.
How do you feel after the long hike?
I feel amazing.
You feel amazing?
Yes, I do.
You look like you could go for another 10 miles. And here we are. Look at that. Like always, to make probably the most cliche comment, I don't know if the camera does it justice. I have to say that every single time. It's like when we were in Burlington. If you guys haven't watched that, you should go back and watch that trip. The Adirondack adventure. We're in a different mountain range today. This is the Appalachian Mountains. Arguably more famous than the Adirondacks. Both beautiful in their own right.
Okay. Can see my
They're
face.
cold.
Can see my face.
We both made it to the top. The top of Mount Tammany.
You can see my face, but nothing.
Yeah, you're all covered up. We're pretty proud. So we're making our way back down. As I'm filming this, hopefully I don't screw up. The way down is the same way back up. Same way down is the same way up. Steep. The decline wasn't as hard as going up. We'll just kind of follow the stream back to our car and back home to Philadelphia. We might stop for some food in the little town right around the Delaware Water Gap. Look at it, had a nice brewery or barbecue place. A couple nice little restaurants. But that was actually on the Pennsylvania side. We need to go that side anyway to get home. So it's truly been a great time with you guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've definitely enjoyed it myself. Probably show a clip of our lunch and then we'll be signing off. And who knows what will be next? It could be anywhere. As COVID kind of winds down, people are starting to get vaccinated, go out and travel more, do different things. I'll tell you, it might be somewhere in the US. Who knows? Stay tuned. Subscribe. I'll keep you posted on our travels, on our journeys. Until next time, keep traveling, stay safe. I'll see you guys soon.